You love peanut butter, you're going to love this pie. Today we're making a peanut butter pie. To start, you're going to either need to buy or make a pie crust. I'm going to leave a recipe down below and at the end of this video for a homemade Oreo pie crust. The recipe I'm making today is borrowed from handletheheat.com, and she makes a chocolate graham cracker pie crust. You can do whatever you want. I'll leave all of the recipes linked down below for you guys. But once you have your pie crust, we'll get into the filling. So get yourself out a large mixing bowl into which you're going to place 3/4 of a cup of powdered sugar, 1 cup of creamy sweetened peanut butter, and 8 ounces of cream cheese at room temperature. It's very important that the cream cheese is at room temperature for mixing purposes. Now, don't do what I did and use a dainty little whisk for this mixing. First of all, be sure you have a very large bowl and use a hand mixer or a stand mixer because this is a hearty mixture. I ended up just mixing it by hand because I don't have a hand or a stand mixer, and it turned out still very delicious. However, if you have a hand mixer or a stand mixer, go ahead and beat this together for about 3 minutes until the mixture is light and fluffy. I think I am missing some fluff in my final product, but it's still delicious. Then go ahead and set your peanut butter mixture aside, and it's time for us to make some homemade whipped cream. You can use a thawed tub of Cool Whip if you're in a hurry, if you're in a pinch, but I highly recommend making your own homemade whipped cream. So we're going to take 1 cup of heavy whipping cream, and I saw in the comments that someone wanted a slightly lighter pie filling, so they suggested making more whipped cream. So I ended up using 1 1/4 cups of cream. If you want a slightly less dense filling, make more whipped cream. And then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. If you are going to be using more whipped cream, use more vanilla. And then we're going to add approximately 2 tablespoons of powdered sugar. And then you're just going to whip your cream into stiff peaks. That means when you pull your whisk up, the whipped cream will create a peak and it will not flop over. From there, we are going to fold our whipped cream into our peanut butter mixture. Now, this is a delicate process. We are not going to be beating the whipped cream into the peanut butter mixture. We want to maintain that light, fluffy consistency and texture. So take your time and fold the whipped cream in. You may think it will never come together. I promise you it will. Once you have reached a smooth, velvety consistency, it is time to put our filling into our cooled or room temperature pie crust. Here's my homemade Oreo pie crust. And especially if you make more whipped cream, you may be concerned that you have too much filling. The filling is sturdy enough that you can dome it in the middle if you have short sides to your pie crust, or you could just leave a little bit of filling out and eat that by itself. It is so delicious. I don't think it'll go to waste. And then we're going to let our pie set up for a little while. Pop it either in the freezer for 3 hours or in the fridge for 6 hours or overnight. And then once that time is up, it's time to garnish. So I'm going to melt some chocolate chips. I definitely melted more than I needed to. I would go with a 1/4 cup. So you can melt chocolate chips and or peanut butter chips. I just do that in the microwave. You can do that over the stove top. Once they've melted, go ahead and put them into a piping bag, or you can use a Ziploc and just cut off the smallest tip of the Ziploc bag. And really, this is all just for garnish. It's just for looks. You could eat your peanut butter plain if you don't want to add any toppings. But wait, there's more. I'm going to take some peanut butter cups and some of my leftover Oreos and chop those up and pile all of that up in the middle on top of my pie for a really fun garnish. And there you have it. Look at that peanut butter pie. But of course I have to try a piece for you guys, and who doesn't like a nice cross-section view? I will say this is a very rich pie, so this will feed a lot of people. I will leave all of the ingredients and the instructions down below for you guys. Give this video a thumbs up if you would try this pie. Be sure to subscribe for more delicious recipes. And if you guys are looking for that Oreo pie crust recipe, go ahead and click or tap here on screen, and I'll see you guys there.